Hi everyone, let's get acquainted. My name is Sergey, and today I will tell you about our real estate project, NEED.estate, which accounts you may already have subscribed. Thank you for that. As one of the founders of the project, having a great and unique experience in real estate, I want to share with you what tasks we set during its creation. Before we start posting here content about interesting locations, new technologies, commenting the markets and make interviews with interesting market players, I decided to record this video because I'm sure that transparency creates trust. You will better understand the project and its creators. Friends, by the way, do you know that the real estate industry is the most capital-intensive market on the planet? It exceeds the value of all stock market assets several times. And here's a paradox. Being the most capital-intensive, with perhaps the most serious process of choice for each of us during his life, I'm about the choice of housing. This market is still one of the most archaic. This is my personal opinion, as well as a number of professionals who try to change market today, in particular and in the United States as the most advanced of all. What I mean? Technologies that have been developing so rapidly over the past 10-15 years have given us a lot of opportunities to improve the processes of searching, choosing, closing deals. But we're still carrying out this process in the old manner. Everyone is tired of these banal bulletin boards, and experts from students to retirees are abundantly bred and badly spoiled reputation in the real estate market. This is what we decide to change. How? Let's figure out. First of all, let me briefly talk about myself. I started my journey in real estate more than 10 years ago. After a cruel and illegal firing me in crisis in 2008, we were involved in projects for large companies. In particular, I had the opportunity to run projects for the headquarters of investment bank Morgan Stanley and a number of global pharmaceutical companies in Moscow. I was essentially on the street, without money, without work, with my wife and 1-year-old child in my arms. Frankly, it was the most difficult period for me. But I survived. Moreover, I won a very serious lawsuit with a former employer, by the way, first in my life, where I myself built my defense. At that moment, we just bought our first apartment in a new building in Moscow, and we were faced with the task of registering the ownership. The experience and knowledge accumulated by that time, as well as the time freed up, allowed me to take this process on my own, including its main part, litigation with the developer. As a result, we won the case and be first in our neighborhood. And my friends began to contact me who were faced with the similar problems. It began to generate income, but not enough to live at the same level. New clients were needed, but how to get them? If you remember, social networks in that period just developed. It was an era of web forums. Many of us remember it because they are relevant even today. So, become an active participant in a number of them and advertising buyers, I began to receive requests from them. And everything will be fine. But one day the following happened. I didn't find my post there. No one, nothing, zero. It was a shock because I spent a lot of time and effort to give the competent position on legal protection, ownership, registration issues, and all this was deleted. As it turned out later, the admins of these forums were affiliated with the lawyers who already doing business there, and they didn't need competitors. But every cloud has a silver lining. Having received this punch, second after dismissal, and pretty angry, I decided that I could figure out myself and make similar forums. And here, friends, attention. By incredible efforts and obstinacy, it took about 1.5 years to successfully push dozen portals. I did it. The case was so successful. For the next 5 years, my own platforms generated customers like no other marketing channel. The income from recognition through the court and subsequent registration of ownership and residential and commercial promises made it possible to test other marketing channels, but all of them was ineffective, all from billboards to asphalt advertising. At that time, the total number of lawsuits won by me, obtained ownership rights and happy clients exceeded several hundred. Then the idea came, why having such huge expertise be limited just to illegal support? Why not to engage in real estate deals also? We had a solid client base and we were the primary source who received from courts the golden package of documents for subsequent deals with the property. Bingo, we became to make the real estate deals themselves. Thus, over the past years, I have an incredible way, really from zero to a partner in business. In parallel, I received an additional to my basic education, technical engineering, also legal and financial degrees. My accumulated knowledge and expertise in jurisprudence, IT development, marketing, real estate deals became the basement of which we built our large current project. So, what is the project about? Friends, remember how last time you searched for the real estate you needed? Surely it was the fascinating process of conversion a bunch of unclear websites, vacuum message boards, expert opinions, and etc. A familiar story, isn't it? Besides the fact that takes a lot of your time, but the result is dubious. Calls for irrelevant offers, but with the ability to see analytics. Yes, this scam still works. Visit the object with unqualified agents and etc. Suppose you have finally found suitable square meters, but what about the neighborhood, infrastructure, crime rate, rating for schools and kindergartens? Where to find all this information? And there are a lot of such moments. Again, I will mention the US because they have the most advanced solutions in this regard and already have several mega portals in real estate, and they are extremely popular now. In particular, in some states you can, and among other things, see statistics on the crime rate as a heat maps, and it's very convenient. And why not simplify all I mentioned above by concentrating all information in one place? Moreover, and it's important, by giving the users themselves to add objects in database, write on forums and in blogs. We have provided opportunities for good content design because we value quality ourselves. Corresponding social networks. We already done all this for you. You just need to visit us and start to using it. Thus, users who are looking for a property will find it in a proven database with advanced functionality for finding additional information about the local of interest. Market professionals like lawyers, agents, owners will be able to share their expertise here and get new clients. Also, you will be able to add not only objects for deals, but also that are extended interests, such as attractions, retail, infrastructure, etc. It's convenient and effective for everyone because everything will be in one place. For estate agents, where an opportunity to integrate their deals through a CRM also. Logic of the project. The main top portal is the marketplace. Its web address www.NEED.estate, and it shows object for deals, sales or rent. It has two main blocks on searching for object and market news and technologies in the world. All control and navigation intersections conveniently realized through remote on the main page. The second, lower level, done by subdomains. It's a local community portals about regions of interest. Besides Russia, at the moment we are leading there. 3 states in US, such as California, New York, Florida. In Europe, it's Great Britain, Italy, Spain, France. At the east it's Dubai, and in Asia it's of course it's China. So this is briefly about the project. Feel free to ask your questions, follow us, and go ahead. Together we will make this market more transparent and efficient. Our goal is to help to find your place in the world.